don't know where we're going, right? And then so in that case, then you feel bad, right?
Right.
Really, your nervous system is adjusting to that, and it prevents the ability for you to see clearly. That's at the most fundamental level. Having those three things in place allow you to see clearly all the time.
Yeah. So that creates the foundation.
That is the foundation. The next level up is called the navigation capacities, which are self-trust, discernment, and intuition. And what these capacities allow you to do is they allow you to navigate your life as the leader of your life. And so once you can see clearly, then it's, if I know what's right for me, can I trust myself?
Right.
Right. So the ability of self-trust, right? The symptoms that people might feel when they do not have a full foundation of self-trust are things like imposter syndrome, second guessing, having to call 5 people to try to figure out what you should do, right? Wondering, being not sure, like trying to stop doing something but still doing it, right? That's also a component of self-trust called self-efficacy. So we have self-trust, the ability that once I see clearly, can I go in that direction? The next one is discernment. And discernment is being able to distinguish what is right for me versus what is just right in general, right? And so the way to explain this one is that you can ask AI, what should I do, right? But AI will not be able to give you the answer of what is right for you in that exact moment with your family, your values, your business, where you want to go. It will not be able to. It will give you the average answer from average people that happened in the past.
Yes.
So what it's doing is giving you a generalized average answer, not the answer for you, right? And so if we are deferring our discernment to AI, we will regress to an average life and just be in the noise.
Yeah.
And so discernment becomes a massively important thing. And what discernment is at its fundamental level is be able to look at the information, be able to have the clarity to sort through it, and to say these 3 things matter, but these parts of it were different. So these things are the things that matter, but I'm going to apply it to my situation, and now I'm going to make my own decision. So it's this ability to filter and process, apply it to the situation, and then make your own decision.
So discernment.
Discernment, and then you have intuition. And intuition is a relatively misunderstood concept, but at its fundamental level, what is happening is that our subconscious mind stores all of these memories, emotional experiences, all this different stuff, basically our entire life experience that is not consciously accessible.
Yeah.
And what happens is that as we develop this capacity, we develop the capacity to access the intuition more reliably. And from a navigation perspective, there's been plenty of studies with firefighters and athletes and other high-pressure, fast situations that the ability to access intuition is the number one driver to making those decisions, that it's happening at a level that is not consciously thought about. It happens before you start thinking. And so being able to access that capacity, and the reason that AI can't replicate it is because that database is in you.
Yes.
Right? It's not out there. All of your life experience, your emotional stuff, that only is accessed when you have built this capacity to access it consistently. So then it's like, I access it, and can I trust it? Which then, like, I'm sort of as we go through this, I'm just like, I'm a living product of this, right? I access my intuition and what we'll get to the next part about vision relative to ENCODED. And then I had the self-trust to follow it. And now here we are.
Well, and I think that, and this comes back to economical impact. Had you not done that, we wouldn't be here having this conversation. Even to the point to when I remember you, and we got to give some context and maybe provide a little more clarity. The whole reason that we're sitting here right now is because you had posted something on LinkedIn. And I sent you this message, and I was like, hey, do you want to talk about that? And it was just one of these moments where, like, let's just see where this goes. And the more that I find myself doing that, the more amazing experiences that unfold. And I like the way that you're framing this to where you have these 12 human intelligence capacities. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're through 6 of them so far.
And so we've got the first 3, which are the foundation. The next 3 are navigation, direction. Let's go to the following 3 and build upon that.
Right, and then just see how they build on each other. Right, if you don't see clearly and you are in an emotional roller coaster, it is very difficult, if not impossible, to trust yourself all the time. Right, so see how they build. So after navigation, we move into generative, which is at that level. Now you're in real powerful creation. Okay, which are the 3 probably highly valuable capacities, especially with where we are with AI, which are creativity, deep human connection, and vision. And so creativity, like we talked about in the way that it matters most right now, is coming up with fundamentally new ideas that have not happened before, which a lot of that comes down to reducing the fear of judgment.
Yes.
And so, and that fear of judgment is a variety of subconscious programs. Right?
Sure.
So reducing the fear of judgment so that you can arrive at fully new ideas. So that one is super important. Part of that, like the way that I got to some of these new ideas, was part accessing my intuition and part challenging the things that experts in the field take for granted.
Right.
Right. So, so that is a huge element, right? I don't view myself as a biohacking expert, right?
Well, this comes back to what you said earlier when we were talking about the research. You were like, we're pulling research from all of these different domains and connecting dots that have not been connected before.
Yeah. And so we have creativity, right? When high volume, competent execution is the norm, creative work becomes a super premium. We have deep human connection. And deep human connection is relatively misunderstood. People might think, oh, so deep human connection means we need more in real life experiences, right? Go to a tech trade show and tell me that there's any deep human connection there. It's the most transactional thing ever. Right? So
yeah, I don't like that.
So when we think about what does deep human connection actually mean, there are 2 layers of relationships. There is the transactional layer, which is information delivery, keeping in touch, following up, being top of mind, right? Basically everything that a sales professional has done, most of their stuff is based on that layer. That layer can be fully automated with artificial intelligence and do it 100 times better than a human, right? So the transactional layer is being automated. So we have the deep layer of human connection, which is trust, safety, capability expansion, long-term relationships. And the way that deep human connection is created at a physiological level is through nervous system co-regulation. So somebody's nervous system is deciding for them, how much do I trust this person, through what your nervous system is communicating.